Hi, welcome back. I just realized I wasn't showing the rolls. We were talking about the rolls I wasn't showing. That or I accidentally clicked it off when I put out the top screen. It could have been either. And I didn't notice until now.
Or both.
Or both. Welcome back, everyone. We last left off. They got into the museum by, they've got a guy in a fetal position, knocked out, and, he's down for quite a while, because you just floored him in the head, you know? He might have some kind of mild concussion or something now, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Can he still technically hear us?
No, he's very unconscious.
Okay.
So, using a map of the museum from a handy-dandy brochure, you decided to head to the Egyptology department and then head into the back rooms and see if that's where the actual Egyptology offices, laboratories, and stuff were. But you hear some voices and see lights in that area.
Are we close enough to hear the voices?
If you want to try to give me a perception awareness, you can try to listen in.
I mean, I do.
You are a little far off right now. You're basically, let's say, you were heading up the stairs in this one area, near the Egyptology department. You kind of went through a couple departments, avoiding cameras. I mean, the cameras are pretty obvious. And, you're not sure how many security there is, but there's obviously one less right now, and no one showed up yet.
What's the difficulty?
Standard difficulty right now.
Okay.
Actually, no. You're a little farther away right now. Make it 8.
Then still 2 successes.
It's still 2 successes. Okay. Nice. It's exactly the same.
I got none.
Yes.
I'm very perceptive.
Yeah.
You are not perceptive whatsoever, Todd.
I know. I wanted to roll it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna sit there doing my fingernails instead, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You're the weapon we point.
Yeah. Like the doll.
Nathan, are you even trying then? Or
Sure, why not?
Okay. Hey, you got one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You begin to pick up pieces of the conversation that seems to be happening. Someone with a heavy Middle Eastern accent is talking. My government will be very interested in the item that you're bringing in. Your friend brought it out of the country illegally. Look, he made a deal with the Museum of Cairo. He should have been able to get it out, at least to analyze it. We have better facilities for something similar in our department in Washington. Yes, I'm going to take a look at it, because I may know some things. I have some expertise that he does not. But it doesn't mean that he did it illegally. Look, Professor. I understand you're a man of reason, and this is a very interesting find for you. But I have to insist that once you see it, you inform me so I can return it to where it's properly supposed to be. The K Institute is very interested in maintaining Egypt's sovereignty in this case. Something that those fools in the Cairo Museum maybe not have done to the letter of the laws we have in place. Egypt has been robbed many a time. And the Institute is very interested in assisting me to return this object. Look, perhaps we can make some kind of deal. Perhaps you can accompany the object then. I'm sure I know that you're probably busy and don't have as much time, but even if you can't personally, maybe you can send one of your associates here. Ah, yes, I'm sorry. My line of work is sometimes dangerous. You do get grave robbers, and I've learned to travel with precautions. Apologies. Your securities in this place has already checked them in. I understand. Look, James doesn't mean anything bad, and he's just trying to find the truth of what he found. It's in a language that's not Egyptian, ancient Egyptian. It's of an age seemingly older than when we had processed some of the older materials. Time with some of the oldest parts of ancient Egypt. We have to know more about it.
In the middle of this, I'm gonna nudge Dawn and make like snatching motions and point back the way we came.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you guys are kind of turning around and heading back, or what?
no, we're gonna listen.
Okay.
While she goes and starts snatching.
I gotta go steal things? Okay.
Okay. So the conversation, I'm just going to say, to make a little bit of long story short, continues along this line. It seems that whatever this man is that's talking to him seems very intent on taking back this item to Egypt, or at least getting his hands on it. At least the item he's talking about, which seems to be the item you're looking for. Eventually they get to it. It seems that we are at a bit of an impasse. Though I understand that we personally cannot bring up the legal ramifications here very easily without a messy job. Perhaps we can convince you in other ways. A deal, if you will. The object itself we would like to return, but perhaps we could arrange an exchange. The K Institute, as I said, has been behind me. They have some great funding. Perhaps you and your associate can come with us to analyze said object in a facility within Egypt that I can arrange to be built. And in return, your quaint museum here, perhaps a loan out. Though they are fools within the Cairo Museum, I do have some friends there that would be willing to show up some very nice exhibits. A tour, if you will, that includes your facility. A chance for you to investigate them on your own. I'm going to have to talk with James. I'm meeting with him tomorrow. We were going to have some dinner, and hopefully he was going to have the object by then, and we were going to go look at it. I've got my classes. I can't interrupt those. Maybe you can join us. You can talk to him directly. Maybe we can arrange something a little bit more substantial then. If you want to exchange of information, give us some opportunities more, great. And if it seems like he thinks this will work out, great. Look, why don't you join us? It's going to, we were going to, upscale restaurant. They are heading to Morimoto in Philadelphia.
Yum.
Yes. They were going for Asian.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Look, why don't you join us? If you have a card? Yes. Here you go. Just give me a call when you're meeting, and I shall arrange to join you there. We can discuss things more there. I thank you for your time. As at this point in time, more than likely, there's a loud ringing noise as the alarms go off. And security doors go down.
Oh.
Nice.
Because you had to break open a case to get what you wanted.
And in my defense, I waited till last. I got all the other stuff I wanted first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got like the helmet from a suit of armor.
Yeah. Well, the helmet was probably easy. It's just like on display. You're like, ha 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 ha. You're like wearing a helmet now. You got a sword too.
some sort of stuffed animal that I'll give to Dunce when I see him.
Yeah, you got from the gift shop, you know? You've
Yeah.
got a couple of stops.
So what are we gonna do now?
I nudged you and I was like, "Let's go!" and like grabbed you and started running back down towards the first floor.
I'm there waiting with my arms stuffed.
And I'm gonna get on the walkie-talkie and say, "People seen near the Egyptology area."
Okay. There's also one in medieval arms and armor. Wearing a helmet. Can't get a good look of her face.
I'm waddling because I've got so much stuff on.
Johnny, you head for there. I'll head for the Egyptology.
10-4.
Mm-hmm. Johnny, be careful though. It sounds like you got a cold or something.
Uh-huh.
Don't strain yourself. I've already given a call into the campus police. They should be here soon.
Oh.
Just observe,
Right.
if necessary.
So,
Okay.
at this point, we're heading towards where the medieval area is.
Okay.
Until and
Okay,
unless we
now.
see her.
Yeah.
All right. You can find the medieval area.
Sweet.
She's there kind of like holding a stuffed animal, like this really awesome looking sword with like a very nice hilt and like wearing a helmet.
I've also been smashing stuff to make it look more like a robbery, but
Yeah,
I'm not taking
yeah.
much as I go, you know?
All right,
So
fire
once again,
exits.
escape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire exits.
There should be one like every floor, right?
There should be one just about everywhere, and you should be able to see the sign for the fire exit from any point in the building.
Yeah, there's a fire exit nearby.
Alright, let's head for that then.
Okay. You get to the door, you kind of click on it, it seems locked.
Hinges.
This is illegal.
Make it not locked the quick way.
Security locked it when there was a lockdown.
That's
on the
not the
building.
quick way.
I'm gonna hit it with the sword and see what
Okay.
happens.
That's the quick way.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you're hitting it with a sword. It's metal sword versus metal door. I mean, just roll me a strength check, and we'll add your potence successes. We'll kind of work from there. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Oh.
Okay. So we add your potence. All right, you're doing some damage to the door, but not as much as you'd like very quickly. You kind of-
Hinges.
Okay. Oh god.
What about the hinges?
Do you want me to punch him? Like, what am I doing to them?
Rip.
Oh. I'm gonna try and rip the hinges,
Okay.
since the sword's apparently not doing enough very quickly.
All right.
Rip. Sword pop. Doesn't matter. Break.
Okay, I'm gonna try and rip the hinges then.
Okay.
Is that just another...
Give me another strength. We'll say.
Does she add anything else?
Well, I'm just gonna give her some bonus successes on potence, and I'm saying like, this is gonna take a couple of successes to pull these things off.
Oh, hey, a couple successes.
Got
all
a
right,
couple successes.
So you're like working at it. You actually like are kind of like trying to jam the sword in there to like kind of pry it up. So the sword is going to be really beat up and not in as good
I'm
shape.
gonna polish it. I'll make it good.
She got a couple other things.
Hammer it out with
Yeah,
a
she's
fist.
got a nice helmet at least. Yeah.
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 So you managed to pop out one of the hinges. As at this point in time, you hear this like heavy like footfall behind you. As you see
That's
one of the
not me.
bodyguards kind of like sauntering up.
How many are there?
Just the one.
Keep going.
I'm gonna turn to him and say, "You need to relax," and I'm going to use passion.
As you say that, he transforms.
Uh-oh.
He turns into some kind of hairless creature. Awful abomination, I could best describe it. Massive
What's his
too,
name?
about 9 feet tall. You
Oh,
can
that's not
roll.
bad.
You can roll occult intelligence.
I didn't realize there was another cat burglar. Oh my goodness.
Difficulty 8.
Occult intelligence. Difficulty. I tried.
You can always spend a willpower for a bonus success.
And at least it's not a botch.
At least
I
not
really
bad.
don't need to know what this thing is.
Okay. Roll me another strength check too.
So can I use my passion on it?
Sure. We can attempt passion. Let me go to passion then, so we can look up how this.
Trying to
I'm-
woo him?
No. I'm basically doling his emotions to an extreme extent.
Oh.
And based on their humanity or path rating is my
Oh
difficulty.
God.
You should have tried to woo him.
He
Take nothing else down.
has something different, so I'm gonna have to figure out how that's gonna work in response to him.
When the DM says, "Sure, you can try that."
I mean, it works on vampires.
it
I
does
assume
work
it
on
works on
vampires that
vampires.
have humanity. That's true. Give me a minute.
Humanity or path.
And I believe we discussed last week that it also works on werewolves.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
That's
Well,
that's
there's
at
a
least
werewolf. I
two
know the cool.
things.
We can see Tantus scrolling. Just
Oh,
like,
we're crocodile. Oh, that would not be fun.
Something escaped from Dunce's sewer. It seems
this thing seems very mean. I'm just gonna say that at that end on that one. Okay, you have no actual humanity as a score. What's the other thing that passion works on?
Path.
the difficulty is their path or humanity. or what the
Yes.
fuck. If they have something similar, we'll probably go off of that.
It unfortunately doesn't have something similar to that. It is very inhuman, I'm going to tell you. But
Wow.
you should be able to do something to it. So, let's give it probably, we'll say that. Because it's not, that's way too powerful. Roll your charisma empathy. Let's say just roll difficulty 8.
8? Damn.
Yes.
Completely
Scary.
inhuman. It's a YouTuber.
Ha!
Oh,
All right,
Rose.
It doesn't last for long, but god damn it, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
For one turn, he is very, very calm.
You see for a second it like snaps back, and it seems to like stop at your thing, but then you see something just change in it for a second, as if it's beginning to like overcome it.
Break the last hinge.
Roll for it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. You manage to break it open. The door
Oh,
kind
thank
of
God.
falls partially. You can kind of like elbow the door open and kind of get it through. As Eric's distraction does seem to hold it at bay for a turn, as then
As soon as that door falls, I hop on Dawn's back.
Alright.
Because she can carry me, and I'm not a fast boy.
How do you determine speed?
Just cinematically, it's we'll worry about speed. It won't matter much
Cinematically,
right
we're
now.
running the fuck away.
You cinematically
I'm not
will
a
be fine.
dexterous boy in
No.
general. We'll say that.
You will break out the door and start heading out into the main thing. It will seem to follow you for a while, but then you will actually see it like kind of stay back at some point in time, and it will kind of disappear into the kind of brush around the park area there around the building.
That is more
As you can
worrying
hear
than me
cop
seeing
cars and stuff coming in.
I
it.
probably
My
could
sword,
have.
mate.
Okay.
If you're gonna make me carry you, you can at least hold my sword, you know?
Shing onward.
So how do we hide from the cops?
Keep running.
you have
Back to the car, because we have a very good reason for being there.
Mhm.
You in the trunk.
In the trunk, yeah.
You
Take the stuff.
you need to look. Yeah, you take the stuff in the trunk. You look sick. Perfect.
I put the helmet on the stuffed animal.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Stand very still, you might pass for a night.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna sit,
Okay.
pretend
ready
to
to go.
cough.
All right. Give me a. Let's see here. We're gonna say you can get to the car, all right, but you will be stopped by the police. So why don't you give me, Dawn? You need to give me a. Let's see here. Performance, appearance. We'll say.
I mean, she is deathly pale.
This is true. So you get a bonus dice for looking sick if you're pulling off a sick person.
Wait, no, because I have blush
Oh, she
of
doesn't.
health.
She has blushing health. She doesn't look deathly
Damn
sick.
it! The
I
one
know!
time!
I know!
The one time.
The one time it would have been useful to actually look like me.
Yeah.
Let's...
Standard difficulty.
Okay. Oh,
Okay. All right. So yeah, you managed to like the security guard will come up to you guys as you're kind of at the car. He's like,
I'm
excuse
gonna
me.
kind of step forward to try and take his attention
Mhm.
as much as possible.
As you kind of like, it looks like you're kind of getting into the car with her, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Oh, well, in that case, I'm probably
While
like,
he's
hiding the stuff in
dumping
my clothes.
stuff.
Well, you're in the
Yeah.
trunk, I'm assuming already,
Oh, okay,
Like,
we got him
well,
in the trunk.
because
Different
someone had to
name.
help you into the trunk.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So
I put you
Nathan was
straight in
probably
that.
helping you into the trunk, as she was kind of getting in the front seat, kind of like looking all like deathly pale. So it looks like maybe he was putting bags or something in the back, you know?
Okay,
put the groceries away,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm probably seen is the unfortunate part.
You're pretty stealthy.
If you want to roll
I mean-
dexterity stealth, we can see how stealthy you got in the trunk.
Do I get a extra dice for my natural habitat?
Trunk?
The trunk.
I mean,
I kind of am like gonna say I don't think trunk is necessarily a natural habitat. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here.
Let
and
me
say-
have my joke. 0 success because I roll as badly as I do well.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
I
what
have
were you
an
putting in your
excuse,
trunk
don't
there,
worry.
sir?
My daughter is very sick. I brought her here to get her homework. And in the middle of all this, I heard some noise going off over that way. So we got her bag. I was just putting her bag in the trunk. We're going to go home so she can do her homework and I can go to sleep.
I'm fairly certain it looked like someone was getting into your trunk there, sir.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Roll me a... I'm just gonna say here, because he got a lot. A difficulty... Oh my god. A difficulty 9 subterfuge manipulation.
am I gonna have to kill someone again?
I mean,
Okay.
you could just let me interject as well.
Subterfuge manipulation, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Please God. 9, you said?
Yes.
Oh, never mind, we're good.
Okay. All right. I was actually considering, because of the ridiculousness of the situation, to say difficulty 10, but you got 2 10s anyway, so... All right,
You can ask Mike the janitor. I got directions from him.
So you were at the museum?
Yes, ultimately I ended up in the museum. The security guard let us in. We went and grabbed her bag and left, and then the noise started.
Did you see anything?
There were a lot of lovely displays. There was a car out front, I think. had an unusual design on it?
Yes. Don't mind about that. That was just some VIPs from international VIPs that were in for the building when someone tried to rob it. Apparently, it got away with a couple of small objects. Might be some students out for like a joyride or some petty crooks because they didn't steal anything of particular value. It seemed like, fortunately. But we're taking an inventory now just in case. This was a smokescreen. What's your name, by the way?
Philip Alonso.
Okay, Philip. Do you have some contact information we can reach you at?
Certainly. I'll give him a random number.
Okay.
Not random, but like a New York area code and just like digits that aren't mine.
All right, sir. Oh god, they're gonna have like an APB out for you. That's what they try to call
Freddy's Pizza.
Yeah. Oh god.
I think I've used like 3 or 4 different names already.
You really have? The problem is like there is probably going to be like a wanted posters or something out for you.
With the top hat on.
With the top hat on, you kind of stand out.
Thankfully, it's dark, so they won't be able to have too good of one.
No, it won't be as good as it was. But I'm pretty sure a security camera caught you somewhere.
Oh, probably.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. So he'll thank you. Be careful with whatever you're transporting in your trunk. I must have been seeing things. I apologize for that, but
We do have some old Halloween decorations that we were getting ready to put up. That was probably it.
It is getting in that season. Well, you take care of your daughter, and
Yes,
hopefully,
plenty of fluids.
We'll make sure to contact you.
Yes, please do.
Okay.
I might even be able to give a vague description of the design on the car. I'm not sure.
Okay. They do know about the car, so he's like, yes. It's like, okay.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna get in the car and we're gonna
Get the fuck
take
out.
off.
All right. Let me just. So you make your getaway. Getaway-ish. Nathan can probably not return to the campus/hotel to the area successfully, though.
But not easily.
Not easily. Where are you going?
We are going to text what's his name
Tell him what happened.
and tell him not to go to the campus.
Turn the fuck around.
He's like, "What's up? What happened?"
Stick in the sewer.
Don't worry. I have a plan. What I'm thinking is we call James? James is the researcher's name,
James
right?
Thurston is the researcher that was shipping the item in.
So early in the day, like right before dawn, we call him and tell him that the Caine Institute has decided that they will pay for the whole dinner, but we're going to have the dinner elsewhere because they have a discount or something. I'm not sure. We can figure that out in the next couple hours.
Okay.
And that he should call David and have David meet us at the new location. Because we do have James's number.
Yes. Well, you have a number that you know is associated with him.
No. We have a number that we know is associated with David. We have the teacher's name.
No. James, I said. You have David's a number for David. You finally found. Remember?
So we got a number for the teacher.
Yes, you got a number for the teacher, and you got.
I thought that was James. Okay, I got
that's
mixed
David.
up. I'm sorry.
I
James is
scribbled
James is the guy that he scribbled the thing on his arm
Okay.
for. That's the number you have.
So-
James's. Yeah.
So we called David,
Yeah.
the guy who was just talking to the other guy.
Yes.
So we call him,
Uh-huh.
tell him that the Caine Institute has decided that they will take care of dinner the next night, or the following night, but that it's going to be at a different location. We can even pick another Asian place, whatever. I don't care. We'll figure that out in the next couple hours. But he needs to call David because obviously we don't have David's number.
Yes.
And then we will meet up with him there and organize the transfer of the paper, ideally with no one being the wiser.
So effectively, you're trying to smokescreen David off the scent and then trick James into a place of your choice, kind of thing. Then, so you're basically you want to like. All right, so we'll have it. Okay.
No, we're suggesting.
Why don't we
like, get them to meet elsewhere so that the whatever we found that got out of the car is going to go to the original restaurant and be like, why the hell is this guy not here? We're going to be at the other place.
David said he would call them. He has their number, remember? He gave him a card. Yeah. So if they change places, they'll let them know. At least David will.
Right. And what I'm saying is we will call him.
Okay.
Because we have his number.
Yes. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Okay. So you're sending.
And we will change the location.
Okay.
To somewhere else.
Yes. So you're
so
going
that
to contact.
He won't have to call.
Okay.
So
you're
that
going to...
he won't have to call them to confirm the change of location or anything like that.
So you're going to call them and say like, we're going to pay for it. Here's another location, and have both of them go to a new location. And so the Institute will just assume that it's the same and then meet them at a certain point in time.
Correct.
As far as you know. Okay.
As far as we know.
Yes. All right. You can easily call David then. Let's see here. I have to figure out something for you here. Don't worry.
And I want to figure out all the details before we call him. But let's see. I waited half an hour. Mm-hmm. We went in, we listened to the conversation, so probably another half hour, I'm guessing. So it's probably like 2 or 3 in the morning now?
Yeah, probably by now we'll say it's like 3 in the morning.
Okay.
After everything's said.
So we still have at least an hour or 2 before sunrise.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Do you guys agree with this plan?
Yeah.
Good plan?
Okay.
Satisfactory?
And we get dinner.
The best one tonight.
Well, I can, what? You guys can.
So, how are you calling them? What time are you planning on doing it? Because it's difficult for vampires to be awake during the day.
Right. That's why I said just before dawn.
Okay. So it's to be really early in the morning. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, super early in the morning.
Okay.
I'm asleep.
Mm-hmm. We can blame the time zone difference for us being up this early. You know?
That's true. You can easily blame the time zone difference.
I mean, we can blame the fact that we've been talking with Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And bureaucracy.
Yep, sounds fine. All right. So where are you going then? Finding another hotel to stay at?
Let's see. Where could we rent a car? Because this one's going to now be conspicuous since it was on scene at the time of the robbery.
Very true. And the person driving it is very conspicuous.
No, this is my car.
License plates.
I will change the license plates, don't worry. I just need something quick, and changing license plates takes longer. So.
You can probably find a place to rent a car. I'm going to guess, like, kind of closer to the airport. So it's a little farther away. It's a little bit of travel. Traffic's not this bad at time of night, but it might take you, like, half an hour to get there still with how all the streets are kind of laid out.
Okay.
We'll say you can get a new car within that half an hour. Like, you know.
I text one of my assistants.
Mm-hmm. They make some calls, like, do some arrangements to help, you know, streamline things so when you arrive there, you're picking up the car.
Okay. And it's a fairly nice car with a nice trunk.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Where are you gonna move? You're gonna move Eric and his many colored suits into the new trunk.
Oh,
Yeah,
well-
it's got to be a big trunk.
Yeah. One of these days, we're just gonna get one of those giant pickups with like the fold up back.
Honestly,
Sorry.
if I knew, I would have brought a pickup, but whatever. So,
all right.
got a new car.
Yep.
We can text
Samuel.
Yes.
Mhm.
And see if he can figure out an appropriate Asian restaurant that is very far away from the other one. That
Oh
is
God.
nice.
He'll look into it. Sure.
He's our computer guy.
Yes. He'll probably come up with an answer.
He was on
Excellent.
Yelp, you know.
It's not hard to find restaurants. Thankfully.
No, it's not going to be difficult to find one, and appropriately. There probably isn't as appropriately upscale very many restaurants. Like, he will report back to you. That was probably one of the more that's a high class restaurant, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you're trying to like get away from. He's like, he'll manage to find something. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna find something closer to Center City though. So that's pretty much like there probably aren't a lot of high class Asian restaurants in town. If you're kind of trying to stick with the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like ones that would command respect. But you'll find something. He'll I'm not gonna bother looking it up right now. I'm just gonna say he finds something for you.
He finds something.
Yes.
Okay. And how difficult is it to figure out who the prince is here?
Intelligence occult.
I don't think it's gonna be intelligence occult because it's more of a local thing.
Could we just contact like somebody from New York and be like, "Hey, who's
Yeah.
the prince in Philadelphia?"
No, you can probably use some contact. You can probably just throw some information over into New York, find some information out, because you do have connections at least with Helena and her associates. So you can probably contact someone there and be like, we need to contact the prince there, and they can arrange for something. It's pretty late in the evening, so they probably would arrange for something early tomorrow evening. Unless you specifically want to try to push it.
Hmm.
And by pushing it, I mean you would have to push it later there, like depending on how you're arranging things with the humans you're manipulating.
Right. A moment. So, is there any reason that we can't meet with the prince and thus postpone feeding until maybe middle of the night or early morning tomorrow?
I should.
If you perhaps
I'm asking my party members.
yeah.
I'm good with that. I like Asian food, you know.
Acceptable? Eric?
I should be good.
Okay.
It's organizing his shoes in the trunk of the car.
We've all got plenty of liquid?
Enough.
All right.
All right. Through your contacts, you can arrange to meet a little later, making the assumption
after
that
dinner.
you want to settle in a little bit more. Like maybe that because it's pretty late in the evening, you're not gonna have as much time to settle into the city if you're here for a little while, and want to make sure you settle in before meeting the prince. You can come. It's a pretty easy excuse. You can spread it along. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Arrangements have been made.
Excellent. Let's see. We didn't find a place to stay here, did we?
You have not as of yet.
Hmm. Okay. What's a... Boop, boop, boop. Daniel, are you okay staying in the sewer? Or would you like a room?
He could probably be fine to stay in the sewer. I mean, he can find a
Okay.
place. He's used to it.
All right. Then I will go ahead and we can figure out like what's an inexpensive, nice hotel, and I'll just get a room there.
All right, yeah, you can easily arrange something at like a
Or a day, I guess.
yeah. You can contact some like a Sheraton or like something like that, or like a Hilton or something in central Philadelphia, Center City.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably find something there. They don't normally take people late at night, but you could, like, you know, it's like, I came in on the red eye, you know, it's like, I'm in now, I want to get a room, you're paying the extra money, unexpected trip. It will definitely cost you more, but you'll be fine. So you can,
yeah,
you know.
Okay. At least 2 beds, though, right?
Sure. Well, you have one less person, so, but 2 of you will have to be sharing a bed then. Or just one of you will have to use the tub. I mean, technically speaking, you guys could just use the floor also, but where's the fun?
How big is the closet?
Big enough?
You do seem more comfortable in smaller spaces.
Yeah, if not, there's always under the bed, you know?
There is that.
I can work with
That's
under the bed.
fine, yeah.
Or like we could have put a blanket over a bathtub. It's probably a nice big bathtub.
I just like extra insurance against the sun.
That's fair
That's
enough.
fair.
Make sure you put the blackout blinds up.
Yeah. All right. And then we'll call David.
Saul?
Right? David is the teacher?
Mm-hmm. Yes, David Silverman is the teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. It will be... Let's see here. A woman will answer the phone. Hello?
Hello. I'm calling for David.
It's really early. He got in late. He's trying to get some rest before school. Can I take a message?
I spoke to him a couple of hours ago about a meeting, and I believe he would be interested in speaking to us.
I don't want to wake him.
Is he asleep?
He's asleep. I was asleep. Look. He did mention something about the foreign travelers that he saw. I'm guessing you're them, and that's why you're up. Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but he's asleep. He needs to sleep, and I would like to get back to sleep.
I understand. Please let him know that due to the lateness of our arrival, we will be probably sleeping most of the day, but that the Caine Institute has offered to pay for his and James' dinner. They have requested that we use a different restaurant. I'll give her the name and the address.
Yep.
And we hope to see him there at what time is sundown? Like 8?
You could probably get away with like 8.
At 8 p.m. Unfortunately, with bureaucracy being what it is, they set the arrangements already. If he has any questions, he can feel free to give us a call back. We probably will not be up until around 7:30 or so.
All right. I'll leave a message for him. He'll know.
Thank you kindly.
All right. I'm guessing that you're then going to just each of you will rest the day. Did you tell Samuel anything else about?
I'm assuming we told him the whole plan and like
okay.
generally
What
what happened because it's been like a couple hours.
Okay, Let me roll something for him to.
I'm taking selfies with the toy that I brought
okay.
in, you know.
Right. Okay. He will identify what you saw. He is fairly certain it is a black spiral dancer.
Oh, what?
They are corrupted werewolves.
Oh, I'm really glad.
Like dark spirits that werewolves have been known to battle against sometimes corrupt some of them.
No.
So what I should have done is make him go into a frenzy, is what you're saying.
They are... may have worked also. But...
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Which...
Well done.
Which also
Eric.
seems very unusual, though, too.
He seemed like he should have calmed down a bit. He was not pretty.
No.
No.
That was
Samuel
100%
will
blood.
report that it seems very unusual for vampires and werewolves to maybe working together, but black spirals have been known to get along with certain vampires if they both have a goal that's similar. It is very rare, though.
Yuck. Okay.
It's terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
How good is Samuel with like hacking?
He is very good at hacking. Let me see how well at hacking he is. He is... he has a really nice dice pool for hacking, I'm going to say.
Okay. It might be nice if he could track... find a way to track David, and maybe if he could figure out where that number goes that is associated with James.
Okay. Let me roll something here, just for funsies. Let me roll something that he has. First. We'll do that. Just to make it easy for that one. Submit. Okay, he's got 4 successes on his computer roll, so we can do a lot of good hacking. He can find out basically a home address for David, given enough time. It'll take him a bit to set something up. That'll probably be the rest of his night, and he might even be doing that in the early evenings to find out exactly where, like, he lives and stuff, and find that information. It's not impossible to find, but it's still, like, information he's got to backtrack somewhere. As for the number, he can find out that it leads to a hotel in Center City. Not the one you're at, but it's within a block of you.
Fair enough. That's convenient.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm guessing you're all going to rest the evenings then, and why don't we take our last break, and you guys can spend your blood and awaken the next evening then, and then we can jump back into it there.
And this actually is kind of appropriate because Samuel would not be particularly effective in an upscale restaurant.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It would be a health hazard.
It would be a health hazard.
She could get
He
thrown
could be
out.
in the kitchen pulling a ratatouille, because that'd be really horrible.
I could see the rats being able to cook better, honestly. You know?
It might be a ghoul, but it's still a rat. It didn't really grant it much more intelligence than it already had. It's probably, like,
It's
better
still enough.
trained rat.
Oh, I just gave myself a horrible mental image.
Mhm.
So, you guys know how ghouls basically drink the vampire's blood to become a ghoul.
Yeah.
What if the rat just bites into one of his boils to get...
Oh.
Exactly.
No. That poor rat has
You're
suffered
pretty
enough,
sure,
but it
sure
died.
his rat and his alligator also have rabies.
Oh no.
Oh,
Also
for
have
sure.
boils.
Rabies.
Yeah.
Rabies.
That's
Oh, rabies.
why-
Well,
Ghouls, fortunately, don't display nearly the level of, like, anything that their sires do. They do have traits of it. Like, the rat is probably, like, it's not, like, zero appearance, but it's, like, it's probably just, like, that's kind of an ugly rat. You know? It's not like, oh, God, Nosferatu. It's more like, ugly rat.
It's just like missing patches of fur and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It's just an ugly
Missing
rat.
a finger or two.
And an ugly alligator that you guys probably haven't met.
I don't want to meet the alligator.
Got
don't
one
you know what?
eye.
I want to meet the alligator.
The alligator
the
is
moment
probably
it's gonna
more of a
kill something
combat
that's
brute than
threatening
you
me.
because it's an alligator. It's probably large alligator. It has a bunch of potence and fortitude, probably.
Yeah.
And maybe some celerity, because that's what ghouls get. Potence,
I
fortitude,
want
and
to
celerity.
meet that alligator the moment that alligator saves me from something dangerous.
I hope he's been fed a clock and he's just going along the sewers ticking.
Anyway. Let's take our break. Couple minutes. You know, as I said last time, drinks, bathroom, snack. We'll be back. So see you in a
Orgy.
second, folks.
Wait, what?
What?
You could fit one of those in that time.
I
mean-
drink, bathroom, snack.
Orgy?
Oh, I mean,
That
if
just
you
reflects
really
badly
want
on
to
you if
try,
you can do it in 5
good luck
minutes.
to you. I'll time it, man. I'll time it.
Well, this will be the third one today. Come on, guys.
You are
Wait,
quite
you guys
efficient.
had one without me?
You're very efficient, apparently.
What the fuck?
Anyway, see you in a second, folks.